What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and today we're taking a look at the Neoxa blockchain. We're not going through all the crazy stuff that the blockchain is doing, but some crazy stuff has been appearing lately, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about the algo change. That's kind of what we're looking at here. But if you're unfamiliar with Neoxa in the first place, it is a proof of work coin. It's also play to earn. What does that mean? You can play games and earn Neoxa on their servers. So you can earn by playing Rust, Fortnite, Dota 2, or GTA. Those are some pretty big name titles depending on the type of gamer that you are. But recently, I believe yesterday is when this popped up. It says February 10th. It's February 11th at the time of recording. Time of release will be February 12th. So, time of watching this, 2 days ago, Neoxa did post this. It says, KAWPOW has been our winter favorite, keeping us warm and toasty. But what about a permanent switch to a lighter spring fresh algorithm? Permanent like your favorite tattoo, but less painful. And your thoughts. So in theory, it's been on KAWPOW for quite some time now, and it uses a lot of power. And what are your guys' thoughts on if it should move its coin over to something less power intensive onto a different algorithm? And so far it does look like the votes are at 75.5% yes and 24.5% no. Now you can say all these Twitter posts and stuff are, it depends on the community and stuff you're doing it with. Well, this is Neoxa doing the vote themselves, and you can see the favor out of 19,000 people. There has only been 797 votes, but 75.5% is saying, yeah, we want to swap that algo. We want something more efficient. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other people saying, no, we want to remain KAWPOW because it's ASIC resistant and all these other things. So that's something we're also going to look at, kind of. And if I get anything wrong, yell at me down in the comments section. But, ASIC resistant is not what you think. Yes, the coin is ASIC resistant, but it's not ASIC proof. And also to help get the word out so people can kind of see what's going on, I retweeted this as well, and I put in, what are your thoughts on Neoxa switching away from KAWPOW to a more efficient algorithm? Personally, as you guys know, I follow the channel and stuff, I hate KAWPOW, and you all know that. And then a lot of people down below, they are saying pretty much the same thing. It just uses too much power. Now, Recruitment here does say we could use more coins on the memory side to triple mine. So I'm all for it as long as they don't swap to a core algo. And here, I mentioned, triple mining is worse than KAWPOW in my eyes because now you're even using more power and less rewards on all the coins that you're mining. Sure, you're getting a more diversified bag by triple mining, but you're using more power and now you're getting less, which makes it even more unprofitable. Kind of at the time. It all depends how you mine crypto. Here he says +1. But, the point is also KAWPOW uses both core and memory. So that's a lot of things people don't really realize, that it does use both. So even if you put it onto a dual mining another coin, you're still using both parts of the GPU while you mine KAWPOW in the first place. That's why when you start double and triple mining things with KAWPOW, you start using quite a bit more power as well. Now, kind of onto the ASIC side of this whole situation. And again, correct me if I am wrong here, but, originally, there's no ASIC. It's ASIC resistance. That's been the whole thing about KAWPOW, is it's ASIC resistant, ASIC resistant. Now, remember, it's ASIC resistant, not ASIC proof. In theory, Ethereum, Ethash, it is ASIC resistant as well. As much as you guys don't realize that, it was ASIC resistant. Now, what does ASIC resistance really mean? Picture Kaspa, picture Bitcoin. You can see the jump from a GPU to CPU, GPU, FPGA, whatever, to ASICs. That hash rate gap is massive. The other hardware cannot compete. Now, originally, when the first few ASICs did come out for Ethereum, yes, they were better in GPUs, but they weren't some massive jump like you see where you get maybe, 4, 5, 600 mega hash on a GPU, and then a ASICs hitting like the KS0 Pro and stuff is 200 giga hash at only 100 watts. It severely destroys your normal GPU mining hardware and stuff. Those are ASIC friendly algorithms and not ASIC resistant, where Ethereum and KAWPOW here, they're ASIC resistant, which means they're going to be closer together, not huge jumps. Now, originally it takes a lot of R&D and get everything going for an ASIC, and originally only Raven coin was really the only KAWPOW coin around. There's been some other small forks that never really did anything, but an ASIC will not be produced until there's a lot of money there to make it worthwhile. And we've seen a lot of coins start forking the KAWPOW algorithm, whether they're forking Ravencoin, forking some other coin on KAWPOW and doing whatever. There's more coins emerging on the KAWPOW algorithm. For example, we have AI Power Grid now, which is in emissions. This is a very important number, the emissions of the coin. This is the amount that a coin is paying per 24 hours. We can say AI Power Grid here is the 8th largest paying crypto in all the proof of work coins right now, and it's on KAWPOW, and it's currently paying about 183,000. Again, that's not very much. Chlor AI here is at 110. That's in 10 on KAWPOW now. So we're seeing a bunch more coins now using the KAWPOW algorithm. Chlor has definitely huge potential to see nice price gains. Obviously, AI Power Grid could. I don't really know what's going on there. Ravencoin could go up here. Obviously, we're talking about Neoxa in this case. It's very small right now. It's only paying out $24,000 per 24 hours at the current price, but it could see a big price explosion with everything it's doing, which would greatly jump this up. Now, once all of these coins added together start being worth something quite a bit, we could see ASIC manufacturers then begin stripping up and testing out ASICs for this algorithm. Now, what do they do to make an ASIC? Correct me all the time, guys, if I get anything wrong here. But pretty much they throw everything into a machine, and then they figure out the rotations and everything they need. Then they strip out all the parts that aren't needed. That's still in your GPUs and everything. That's why they're not as efficient as this ASIC dedicated hardware here. So they strip out all the stuff that's using extra power that's not being used in this, and then you come out with a highly tweaked machine that's geared towards that one specific algorithm. In this case, it could possibly be KAWPOW if it looks like there's enough money to be made from even manufacturer. Right now, I wouldn't worry about it, but the bull run hits, and if 4 or 5 of these coins really start to take off, we could see a lot of money, and then we have Bitmain and people eyeballing this algo, and they will definitely not think twice about selling you guys an ASIC for something like this. So that's kind of what I'm coming into here is, once we see a lot more of these coins emerging and pumping, the KAWPOW algorithm is going to start looking a lot more attractive to ASIC manufacturers. All right, guys, so hopefully I didn't bore you too much or anything, but I'm curious about your guys' thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think Neoxa should do regarding the current algorithm KAWPOW that is on? Do you want to see it remain on this? And remember, there could be a chance of ASICs. Don't think ASIC resistance means ASIC proof, because it's not. So it could be a thing here. Or do you think it should move on to a more efficient algorithm? And then that does give the potential of probably more people at higher power prices to turn on their hardware for this coin for themselves. So personally, myself, I think they should switch. I'm all for this switch to a better algorithm. I might even mine it at that point, but right now, I do stay away from any coin that is KAWPOW. I'd rather mine a different coin or something, because KAWPOW coins do need, quite a bit decent higher profitability in order to cover the power, because they just use so much down power. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.